When you start putting the time into yourself, you start loving yourself more, and you realize you're way more happy in life. Listen, man, in your life, you're gonna slip up, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna take L's, which is lessons. What you gotta do is get up and get to it, man. Listen, I always say, man, in life, time not gonna wait on you, but the results is. And one thing you realize when you start putting in the work, when you start putting in the time into yourself, you start loving yourself more, you realize way more benefits come in. You realize you're way more happy in life. A lot of us, we want to trip about the female and, affection in our life and, the financial gains, how our body look at the time. Man, you just got to take the steps and you'll get there in your life. Stop worrying about what could have been and what ain't happened. Take the steps on right now, the present moment, and get after it. You'll realize how many things was just waiting for you to put in the work. And then you see, okay, that shorty was waiting for me at the finish line. Listen, you can't be mad at the game. Oh, they wasn't feeling me when I was, not at my best self. You gotta think about it, man. You gotta think about it. That shorty you tripping about, you think she gonna choose the best version of you or the bum version of you? And once you start thinking like that, and that perspective, you understand the game. You don't hate the game. Once you realize it ain't even about the shorty, it's about your legacy. It's about putting the work in and building your family and putting on for yourself. You stop tripping. You start understanding life at a deeper level. You start understanding you can't trip on the little stuff that's out your control. You understand? You can't be tripping on the little stuff, because as a man, you will never get to where you destined to be because you tripping on the stuff that's out your control. Now you slowing up your progress. Now your money slowing up. Now you not in the gym putting in and out sets, man. Come on, man. So at the end of the day, take your time, man. It's a marathon. I ain't saying, bro, you can't stunt. You can't put on for yourself and overall just, stunt when you get to a certain place, but you got to remain humble. You got to remember where you came from. You got to remember the work it took to get to where you at. So just take your time in life and remember it's a marathon, man. And stay focused on not tripping about the stuff that's out your control. Listen, you ain't getting play from shorties right now. Understand, it's all going to come in. The bread gonna come in, but you have to put in the work. You have to, listen, bro, you think at the end of the day, before I start working out so much, I didn't want to hit the gym all the time. I didn't want to go to the gym and put the work in all the time, but it took repetitive work and overall getting used to it, where things like that, healthy habits, became my fun. It became my fun because when you do something and you make it your hobby, you make it yours, it become yours, man. It become your thing. It becomes, just that trait about you. So you have to make things about you and make it happen for yourself, because nobody gonna make it happen for you. You know what I mean? You gonna have families not understanding where you gonna be at in life. They're not seeing your vision. They don't understand it sometimes. But you can't be mad at that. You have to become into terms and into realization that, the results got to come in, because nobody understand it until your results come in. You understand? Nobody understand it until your results come in. So take your time, dog, but get after it, because the results is waiting. That way you go in her guts, man. That's what they want, man. That's what they want, man. So you just gotta understand that, dog. You gotta understand that, and life will be yours, and the results will be yours, man. So just keep working, keep getting after it, and stop focusing on the hate and focus on the love, and pour the love into yourself. And you know what I mean? Get more confidence with yourself. Be more arrogant with yourself. You know what I mean? Talk to that shorty with some pride, with some ego, with some confidence, man. One thing you gotta understand is you can't be too nice out here, man. Like, one thing is you'll get taken advantage of. You got to understand, you could be a gentleman, you could be classy, you could be one to help another out. But what you got to understand is when you try to help someone out and they generally don't want it for themselves, but you want it more than them, you're only taking a toll on yourself. You're only putting a burden on yourself and taking away from your gains and your success, because you pouring it all into someone else, and into their success when they don't really want it is equal as you. And when you being too nice to that shorty, she don't want you to be that nice to her. It's okay to be a gentleman. It's okay to be classy. It's okay to look out for a shorty, or for a homie, for a brother. That's what you want to do. But one thing in this world you gotta understand is, when you too nice, you get taken advantage of. When you too nice, you literally come in last. They'll step on you. I say it all the time. The world will step on you if you don't understand these things. You gotta come to a place where you just understanding things in your life, and you just applying it. It's deeper than just understanding it, because you could understand it. Listen, you could understand it like I did and not apply it. You see, I was coming to terms with everything I spit to y'all, everything I give to y'all, like the knowledge and just overall game, life experience. But the thing is, I had trouble applying certain things in my life. I had trouble just overall coming into terms with everything I need to sit with and apply, because at the end of the day, it's not easy. That's why every day you should have something to do, because it's always something to overcome. It's always something to be better than yesterday. So what you got to understand is, it's going to be hard. Life going to be hard. It's going to be challenges in your life. But that's when you take the steps in your life, take the power in your life, and gain control in your life. And your life would change, man. Your life would change, because, dog, I remember times I was high all the time, and I was just overall just having trouble, on the things I wanted to do in my life. I knew everything I wanted to do in my life. I was just taking steps at a slower pace. Nah, dog, it's now or never. Cause I know, it's like I know the results is waiting on me. It's like you do something today, you at a different place in your life. You do something for a week in a row, a month in a row, a decade in a row, you at a different place in your life. And once you start seeing the results, and once you become, obsessed with your success, you become obsessed with the gains in your life, getting places in your life, you could never stop. Now I can get a high and not get knocked off. I could have someone say something about their opinion about me and not care, because I don't care. You ain't paying my bills. You ain't gonna get me to the place I want to be in life. So why would I care? Why would I care? So you got to stop caring what people think about you, and just overall care about your image. Care about what you represent, because that is what makes you you, and that's what's going to determine where you be at in your life. So don't let nobody break you and get to where you need to be in your life. Chase after your goals, be a boss, and make moves in your life with some confidence, man. And life will be yours, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to holler at y'all in another one, man. That's good, man.
Clothing brand down in the description. If you all about self-improving and want more for yourself, man, my website would be perfect for you, man. Everything you need, go shop. Link down in the description.